All right, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Ready for the gratitude station right here? So, gratitude at its core is simply not taking our days, our people, our lives for granted. And that includes our health. When we take the blessings, no matter how big or how small, for granted, we're literally overlooking the value that is life. Nothing good comes out of overlooking the value that is our life and that is life as a whole. Have you ever thought or wondered why gratitude has such a positive impact on humanity? Why humans do so much better across the board? Why people talk about it, write books about it all the time? Why we feel better, more motivated, have less depression, less anxiety, more creativity. We solve problems better and more efficiently. All this capacity heightens when gratitude is at the forefront of a human being's existence. Why would conscious gratitude practice cause those with mental duress and people that are undergoing counseling to support their well-being find this insane advantage through the act of gratefulness? Why would that be? Has that ever percolated through your mind? I often wonder, how is it that gratitude is so stinking powerful? Studies have shown that it isn't necessarily the amount of positive words or positive thoughts a person speaks or writes that gives these benefits of gratitude. The negative thoughts, the negative words, the pessimistic writing, those words that come out of our mouth to promote negativity, those really are where the magic happens. So yes, we want to be positive, go for it, desirable. But we also want to watch our negativity, because that is where the money is. That is where we really win, is when we can turn off the negativity and in its place, of course, put positivity. So yes, focus on the output of positive emotion and building others up, and hopefully grateful words are spewing from your mouth and thoughts are coming forth from you. But also take special inventory of the amount of negativity, of pessimism, of gossip, and putting others down, and speaking ill of others, speaking ill of yourself. Consider that language. So the International Journal of Workplace Health Management found that high gratitude employees suffered from less fatigue. They were more likely to show up at work. They had higher job satisfaction. They were sick or absent fewer days out of the year. And overall creativity and just general work productivity was significantly better for those who exuded, practice, lived, demonstrated via these tests that positivity and gratitude was coming from their life. So gratitude, it is a health accumulation experience. And like most every other choice for health, the benefits of gratitude, they accrue over time. So as you put forth more gratitude, you receive more benefits from it, and you got to keep doing it. It doesn't just stop, because we keep living, right? Life keeps happening. And we have new and more experiences. So the more engaged we are in practicing gratitude, the more gratitude circuits in our brain develop and these neural pathways strengthen, and it becomes more challenging to be negative, to be pessimistic, to put others down, to be gossipers, to find fault, to be jealous, all these kind of things. So this neural pathways, they lead us to essentially a state of gratefulness automaticity, where you can literally be in a state where your body wants to be grateful. Like it would prefer gratitude more, and it would take steps towards, it would be more likely to go towards gratitude than pessimism. And you can literally train your brain to be this way. You can train it to go down the aisle of gratitude, to go down the aisle of gratefulness, thanksgiving, and not the aisle of pessimism as its automatic behavior. So for some, this may take 1,000 repetitions, and others this may take 10,000 repetitions. The whole 10,000 hour rule. to create this more automatic behavior and just way of doing life. But we can all enjoy the benefits of a life lived on and out of a state of gratefulness, which, like I mentioned earlier, essentially means recognizing the extreme value of each day, of each person we come in contact with, of ourselves, of our children, our husbands, our wives, recognizing that value, the value of our job, of our home, the fact that we have a car to drive. So to drive this into our soul, I want you to consider that the originator of gratitude was the creator of the universe, God himself. He gave us strong recommendations in his word about a life of thanksgiving, of gratefulness, of finding value in what's going on a daily basis and practicing that. So first verse, Philippians 4:6 says, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So if we're going to go to God, we come with thanksgiving. And in Colossians 3:15, it says, let the peace of Christ rule in your heart and be thankful. Be thankful. So 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. Isn't that good stuff right there? Give thanks in all circumstances. We just got to do it. We just got to go for it. That's what God asked us to do. Just give thanks in all circumstances. I know God knows what he's doing, right? We know God knows what he's doing. He created us. And then Psalm 104, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. If God's asking us to do it, it's got to be good. Ephesians 5:20 says, always give thanks to God the Father for everything. Always give thanks to God the Father for everything. I think it's safe to say, if the creator of the universe, the creator of us, the savior of our souls, if God is imploring us to live this thankful, grateful life, then we can be sure that we're not wasting our time by practicing gratefulness. We're not wasting our time by practicing thanksgiving, that there is insane value. And we will not be disappointed. We will not be disappointed as we live out this life. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of energy. So give yourself to it. I dare you. I dare you. I'm going to give myself to it. And as there's this neuroscientist, Dr. Antonio Damasio, who says, we are not thinking machines that feel. We are actually emotional machines that think. So often we think, the thinking's coming first, but in reality, the emotion, that is really the impetus for most of our thoughts. So don't leave gratitude behind. Practice it. Allow it to be this force that propels you in your health. And you can expect that health accumulation will follow your line of gratitude, your line of thankfulness, your line of gratefulness. I mean, think of all the times someone told you, thank you for doing that for me. That was so nice of you. Or they tell you how much they appreciate your efforts, or they enjoy having you in class, or at the get-together, or at the family gathering. I mean, how fantastic is that? Just feels fantastic, right? Or maybe you hardly ever feel that. I'm like, man, I'd love to hear that. Yeah, well, a lot of other people would love to hear it too. So let's pass that energy around. Let's watch our lives get brighter and brighter, our community get brighter, as we just simply start practicing. We don't have to know all of it. We don't have to have it all. Like, this is our automatic thing. But we just start practicing this grateful spirit. So I'm Dr. Matt, and I just want to thank you guys for showing up, giving attention to gratefulness, and please like, share. Don't forget to subscribe. You hit that subscribe button, then you will never miss an opportunity for health accumulation. That opportunity, right? So, bless you guys. Let's get grateful.